In chapter 19, look at what is going on here. This man on his way gets to a city and decides to ask people if he could come into their house to spend a night with his wife and all the people he came with. And Bible says nobody in the city will open their door to receive him. And so they ended up sleeping at the public square. And the Bible says, whilst it was getting dark, a man returning from the farm got to the public square and met them there and said, "Why are you here?" And they gave the man the whole story. "We went out there, we are on our way home, it's getting late, and so nobody in the city wants to take care of us, even though we don't need anything from anybody except a place to sleep." And the man said, "I will warn you. Come to my house." He said, "Oh, no, we don't want, we will just spend the night." He said, "You better come to my house." The man knew something they didn't know. In fact, when they got to a town, they wanted to spend the night there. And the man said, "No, you want to go to a place where the people know you. You don't want to sleep in a strange place." And that right there would question our belief in people we know. Because you would expect that people would do good to you. Is that not it? You would expect people that know you to do good to you. Is that not right? Hello? I mean, I want to go sleep in my brother's house. I want to go sleep in my auntie's house. I want to go to somebody that I'm comfortable with, somebody I know, because I know that person will protect me and not do evil to me. So the servant said, "We could just sleep here." I said, "No, you can't sleep here. This is a strange place. These people don't know us. We don't know them. You don't want to put your life at stake. Let us travel a little bit further so we get to a city that identifies with us." And that was the city they were. They were supposed to be family. They were supposed to be friends. And the man comes and says, "No, you can't spend a night here because you know what? I don't want to tell you the full story, but come home." So the man was able to convince them. They got home. They went home with the man. And the Bible says at night, the men of the city came knocking on the door of this man. And guess what they said? They said, "We saw a man, a group of people come to your house tonight. We want you to bring the man out so that we will get intimate with the man." The book of Judges chapter 19. I know some of us have read the Bible over and over again, but we'll skip that chapter. They said, "We want you to bring the man, not the woman. Bring the man out so that we will get intimate with the man." We think that it only happened in Sodom and Gomorrah during Lot's day. No, it happened here too. And the man said, no, you can't do that. I have a young daughter who is a virgin. I'll give my daughter to you. That right there tells you how they viewed women. Women were like a commodity. The man insisted, "We want the man." The man said, "You know what? I'm going to give you my virgin daughter. And not only that, my guest also has a wife. We can give her wife to you. And you guys can have a beautiful night." They said, "No." They said, "No." But guess what happened? Bible says the man that had traveled 4 months waiting for the wife to go bring the wife, the man kicked his wife out. It's in the Bible. The man was the one that kicked the wife out. He said, "Go have fun with the people." The man traded the life of his wife for his life. But in chapter 20, he's telling us a different story. That we were coming home and at night, some men attacked us. They raped my wife and killed my wife. That wasn't the story. That wasn't the story. Now this man's story is getting ready to send a whole nation to war. And the whole nation is getting ready to go to war without finding the truth. They are assuming. Please put on the screen for me the book of Judges chapter 20 verse 18. Because that is the core, the assumptions. A lot of us are in financial crisis because we assume too much. A lot of us are in marital chaos because we assume too much. And the children of Israel arose and went up to the house of God. Now, when he divided the body of this dead woman to all the 12 regions, 11 of them stood up and said, we're going to kill our brother Benjamin, because the people from the first of all wrote a letter to the tribe of Benjamin and said, this is what you guys did to this man. You raped his wife until the wife died. I want you guys to surrender the men so we could kill them. And they have biblical reasons for doing that, because in the book of Leviticus, God said anybody that rapes a woman in the city, that woman must be killed, and the man that did the raping must also be killed. He said if the rape happened in the city, both of them should be killed. But if it happened in the woods, only the man should be killed. Why? Because in the city, the woman had an opportunity to cry for people to help. And if in the city, the woman didn't cry and she allowed herself to be raped, it was consensual. Both of them should be killed. But if it happened in the woods where there was nobody, only the man should be killed. So they said, bring those men so we could kill them, because that is what the law says. And Benjamin wrote a letter back and said, you know what, we're not doing that. We're not releasing our men. You're not going to kill them. And please understand, when you read the entire story, you would realize that there was gang raping going on. That was what was happening in society. That was what was happening in the community. It wasn't a one-time thing. It was a gang rape activity going on all over the place.